So Invincible season 4 has finally concluded, and I do think it was probably the best season yet. I rewatched the finale to season 3, which I considered to be a top 5 episode, and I honestly did not like it on rewatch. I don't think it's a good episode, and I think it was IGN that gave it a super low score. And while I hate to side with them, I do think they got that one right. I think IGN normally gives terrible ratings, but season 3 was my previous favorite. But now I think if I were to rank them, I'd go 4, 1, and then like probably 3, 2. But for season 4, I think it was nearly a perfect season. But season 1 or episode 1 and 4 or 1 and 3 were kind of weak, and then 4 was like a bottom 10 episode of the whole show, bottom 5 episode. It's just the stuff with Damien Darkblood I didn't really care about. It was just so boring. But episodes 2, 6, and 7 were some of the best episodes, possibly all top 5 episodes. The action was incredible throughout the whole season. Thrag was really great. People were hating on Lee Pace's vocal performance. I thought he was great casting. I thought he was great the whole season. And then people were like switching up, being like, "Oh, never mind." After episode 7, I always thought Lee Pace was pretty good. Um, Alan and Nolan are still probably my favorite characters in the whole show. Seth Rogen's one of my favorite actors, so that makes sense. But I just feel like they're the most interesting, and Alan's definitely the funniest. I also am surprised with how much I like Space Racer this season. He wasn't like a huge part, but it's just really cool to have a weapon that can not be stopped by anything. And like for a guy who has no superpowers himself, he really held his own in the Viltrumite War. So I thought that was pretty cool. Um Also, the biggest knock on Invincible that everybody, including me, has is that the animation is not very good. There's still some times where it's not very good, like in episode 7 where they're fighting in space. The one Viltrumite just like flies into the background and then just like completely disappears. They just didn't feel like animating it anymore. But as a whole, I feel like the show really stepped up its animation, and it was better this season than in the past like couple seasons. And also they really stepped up the second half of the season. Like I feel like episodes 5 through 8 had much better animation than 1 through 4. Um I am a little bit worried for season 5 now cuz I just don't think there's any way they can top episode 7. Like now that they're back on Earth, it's just going to be more like of the boring episodes 1, 3, and 4 from this season. I doubt they'll have many fights against Viltrumites. Probably not any, because they're living amongst them now. There's no way to tell who's who, because I imagine they went somewhere where they weren't close to Mark, where they know Mark wouldn't find them, so they wouldn't have to fight and then not be able to like breed on Earth anymore. But as a whole, I'm gonna give this season a very strong 9 out of 10, a high tier 9 out of 10. I'm gonna miss watching Daredevil, The Boys, and Invincible every single Wednesday. There's so many good shows releasing right now. Those three plus DTF St. Louis, Rooster, Beef Season 2, Mall Shadow Lord, and so many more. So stay tuned for probably next January because my end of the year shows ranking will be a very good video.